Hey there, fellow prospectors. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Icarus, Volcanic, Prometheus. Episode 4, Regaining Contact with Orbit. So, current priority right now is get a metal pick. Make a metal pick cooking station and pot belly stove. So for the metal pick, I need to head back to the trees that are here. But this time, I'll actually have a metal axe to be able to get way better yield from it. And then, and I'm going to hold off on mining any additional resources until I have a metal pick, because the yields are I mean, it goes from 50 to 150. So I get 50% more if I wait. Which is not a big ask. Okay, we only have redbacks around. Drinks on you? Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Cheers. Oh god, I don't want to be around for a spider fight with redbacks around, because I'm going to have to fight all of them. Somehow or another, I'm stealthed. Oh, no, I'm not. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lure the spider away from the redbacks so the redbacks don't get involved. Oh, spiders! Yay! Oh, no, they got involved anyway. I think I'd rather fight the redbacks than the spiders, because redbacks can't set me on fire. This off. As long as I don't lure this one towards the other redback that's over there. Maybe with a little luck, I'll be able to get iron from these guys. Nope. Open my big fat mouth. Yes, but 3. Not even an ingot's worth. Oh, it's a boar. Alright, we've got 36 wood. I think I busted that arrow. Yeah. What's growling over there? Is that a stone jaw? Please, for the love of God, don't be. Oh, there's a stone jaw walking up. Alright, I'm out of here. I yearn for the day where I can actually kill those things. I could probably kill them now, it's not worth the fight. It's way more risk than reward. So heading back to the cave to make the pick, and then to start mining up the resources we need for the stove. So the reason for the cooking bench is the cooking bench will allow me to turn all of the regular meat that I've had into animal fat, which then can be a fuel source for for my lantern, which I will get in 2 levels or 3 levels, which is a much better, more affordable source of light. And then also the animal fat can be used to make crispy bacon, which is an improved version of bacon, which will stack with my bacon, which increases my XP bonuses, and offers me an easier prime meat source. Because boar are everywhere and bacon is common, and that should help as well. I'm also anxious to... I don't know if I'm going to have the wood for it, but get a longbow, which repairs with bone over the wooden bow that I have now. Because the longbow will do more damage, and then also is like, I can repair it whenever I want. Because now, my current bow, I repair with sticks. And it's not that sticks are like super uncommon, but it feels bad to repair my bow with sticks, which is a finite resource, whereas bone is not. There's the pick. Perfect. Okay, so the pick is done. The next thing we're going to want is the cooking station, which I just got enough iron for. But I don't even have slots open. Try that again. There's no space to actually craft it. There we go. Perfect. And I'll deploy that next to the campfire. Let's grab all of the meat that I had uncooked and turn that all into animal fat. Because there's an XP bonus for crafting here. I'm pulling out the other bacon because I intend to make that into the crispy, yummy bacon rather than the basic bacon that I've got going on right now. And then the other thing I'm going to do is the other meats and spoiled plants that I have will go into the cooking station. So it's just like my cooking station is the overflow for like food. Oh goodness, that's a stone jaw traipsing on by. Let's just not go outside for a moment. I was planning on mining the iron here, because there's really no point in leaving the safety of my cave at the moment, because I can handle all the animals in here, no problem. So, now, the goal... Oh god. Okay. Is to get the potbelly stove, which is epoxy, copper, and ingots, and then the contact device, which is wood, rope, and ingots, and the orbital exchange device, which is copper, iron, rope, and wood. But this stone jaw is like heading into my cave. I do not like that at all. How's Prometheus treating me? Like, not bad, exactly. Not good either, sort of with aggressive indifference. Can I not get spawn camped? Like, what the hell? You smelling the bacon? There's no... The thing is, there's no carcasses. I didn't leave any carcasses around to attract predators. So he's just camping me to camp me. Why am I using my knife? I could use my spear. Well, the good news is I'm, like, deep enough into my, Oh, I got pneumonia. Shoot. So definitely not the time to... Oh, maybe I was wrong about the bees. I thought I heard buzzing, but I don't see any bees in here. So now is definitely not the time to fight the stone jaw, as my stamina bar is kaput from the pneumonia I just contracted from being in the cave. Right? So I have this cave sickness for half stamina. The worms inside aren't much of a problem. Small cave worms are kind of a pushover. The bigger ones, the bigger variety, they're that get the teenager and then larger that get scary. I'm gonna leave the gold here and only go after copper and iron. And I'm not even getting... I know that there's copper up there, but I'm not even gonna get that copper just yet because I don't need it. Because I think I have enough copper to make what I need to make. I hope. But legit, I think that stone jaw is spawn camping me. The way to manage this would be for me to wait for my cave sickness to go away and then to fight it. And I might have to go do that because he's just sitting there. I wasn't sure if I could like quick move resources while remaining out of stealth or in, you know, well, we'll sit in the stealth, which is why I dragged. So I wasn't sure if I could do it the other way. Alright, well, if I'm cave-ridden in here, might as well make the most out of it, resource-wise. I'm like a good old house arrest. But for real, why is he sitting on me? Like, he's not even moving an inch. So there's copper over there, platinum, obsidian, more copper, more iron. Control shift does work to move the items? Okay, that's good to know. I just didn't want to risk it to learn the hard way. Especially given that my respawn point is here, I would just, like, come back to life and then die again, because he'd be spawn camping me. Alright, there we go. Spear parry. So I have 1 point in spear parry, which, when my spear's out, I have a melee resistance of 58%. With my spear not out, it will go down to 51%. But as I add armor to my build through the attachment bench, it's titanium, and that's, I think, titanium, I'll get tankier and tankier. Now, of course, that doesn't help me against elemental attacks, but that will help me against typical face plant punching, stabbing type stuff. I'm trying not to lose any of these, so I don't have to rebuild them. What's up here? Platinum, platinum, titanium. So there's a lot of... the other thing about Prometheus I should mention is in safe biomes there is no aluminum, platinum, or titanium. So in the grassy area that's like roughly here, you cannot find tier 3 and tier 4 resources. They do not exist. You have to venture in somewhere dangerous to tech up, which is one of the hallmarks of this of this map. There's no playing it safe forever. Okay, I am over encumbered. And I've only got 4 minutes left of my pneumonia. My cave sickness. And then we'll try to deal with the cave jaw. Or stone jaw. The cave bear. It really hasn't moved an inch. I think it's like, might be aggroed to me, but like not coming into the cave or something. Oh, my cave sickness just re-upped. I'm at 9 minutes again. Well, crap. I think it is pissy. Like, it seems hostile. So So what I'm going to try to do is back up to the back of the cave and see if it will go away. And then make arrows if it doesn't. The potbelly stove, I probably have enough metals smelted. I just don't want to hang out over there while I have, like, no stamina. I'm going to see if I can't drop aggro from him. The other thing I could try to do is to lure him back into the back of the cave and, like, go on ramps to, like, be there while he, like, eats lava. My only concern with that approach is, it might not work. And, he has a fire breath attack that could, like, burn my, my thatch and, like, drop me into the magma myself, so it could backfire. So maybe I won't do that. So crafting. Let's fix up the knife. And then make 19 more arrows. Oh, I didn't know I had salt in this cave. Well, that's another thing, is I actually haven't analyzed what is even in this cave. So there's clearly deep salt. And deep iron? That's not bad. I like iron. Because even late game, you have need of steel for a lot of things, which is iron and coal, or iron and charcoal. But in my case, definitely iron and coal. I won't have that kind of charcoal to spend, I don't think. And I think it was only those 2 deep sites here. I don't think there's anything else. This 0 stamina is killing me, man. And I'm glad I noticed this stone jaw trolling me, but, like... I feel trapped now. Alright, let's mosey on this stuff back. My cave sickness re-upped again. I think what I'm going to need to do is just to cut and run. Is to try to make a break for it. Or what I'll do is I'll try to sneak past, see if it aggroes. Because what I can do in my case is try to get into the water. Because it's going to be easier to dispatch if it's forced to swim. More than, you know, so I don't take a... Don't fight an apex predator on land if you can help it. Yeah, it's just chilling here. Waiting for me to make a move. Well, let's start smelting the copper next. Okay. Current priority. Fight the stone jaw. Oh boy. Interesting. Well, I can use this to my advantage. Get distance and not come back until I have my stamina buff back. Because I don't want to fight it with half my stamina bar gone. Or to piss it off and, like, lure it away. But yeah, for now, I think what I'll do is just move away and hope it despawns. Because if I don't have to fight it, I really don't want to. Especially given that I have only half my typical stamina bar. Maybe a good task for me right now instead is to go grab more wood. It could just be stuck. I think if you get far enough away from stuff, it despawns. So if I, like, walk multiple cells away from it, he'll cease to exist and won't be a threat to me anymore. Basically, it's a unstuck, if you will. But yeah, it could be clipped in the rock. It didn't seem to, like, immediately aggro me or anything like that. So let's go try to find more wood. And I'm going to head here for it. I'm going to head east. While I'm heading east, there is a deep drill site here where I just pinged. So I'll analyze that. But I've not had a lot of good deep drill, which is fine. It is what it is. There's a lot of metals here in the... Technically speaking, there's an infinite amount of iron and copper because animals in the volcanic expanse drop iron and copper, right? Stone jaws drop iron and copper, and then the spiders drop iron. What are they called? The redbacks drop sulfur. The drifters drop polluted sulfur. So you can get metals the hard way too. Yep, we have some dwarf trees over here. That's another cave jaw right there. I just heard it growl. Now, a little spoiler, I'm going to be blue for the duration of this spoiler. If you travel too far east, you enter a world boss fight. And one that I am got 0 chance to survive. So I will not be doing that. Alright, come on, Spidey. You want to tangle? Really not that hard to solo. They telegraph their attacks. My worry is I don't know where the stone jaw is. I lost line of sight and I'm not seeing health bars. And they aggro from pretty far away, so health bars don't even necessarily protect you from them because they'll get pissed at a distance. So I managed to pick up 34 wood, which is not bad at all for those scrawny trees. Oh, it's walking towards me? Are you kidding? It's right there. Okay. Just leave me, please. Go away. Alright, let's go and double back. I'm going to change... Oh, did it? Yep. It's pissed. And it's on fire. Woo! Okay. Just keep running. I might be able to lose aggro, and if I don't, I'll fight. Okay, it lost... I dropped it. Oh, God. It's a way more winnable fight if I had my full stamina bar. Like, I could probably win, but without a full stamina bar, it's, it would not end well for me. Progress is really slowed down due to those jaws, though. Where did the pouch go? Where's the drifter ball? What the hell? Oh, tracks. I like how they just, like, post up like Sentinel and just don't do anything. Now, occasionally you will get, like, a Drac pack that gets real dangerous when there's, like, many of them, unless you are very tanky. My build is pretty tanky, though. But they also have a very high chance to give you deep wounds and wounds, which will obliterate your health bar, even if you have good armor and everything else. So there is always that issue to contend with. Yeah, that stone jaw's just been in flame on mode like Johnny over there the whole time. In 2 minutes, I'm gonna get my stamina back. So maybe I will work my way back to the base and either craft that stone belly furnace, or the, potbelly furnace, or fight the stone jaw and then do it. Whatever I have to do to get it. Tired of being bullied by the fauna, in other words. And I only have 3 minutes of prime meat for the soft white meat that I got off of that one boar. So I'm about to lose a big XP bonus, which is unfortunate. All the more reason to get that crispy bacon going. Talent points. So in solo, I will get precision logging. And then one more in spear parry. And then... Ooh, that is a good question. I think I'm going to go for movement speed. "75 seconds on the lungs. And we're 1 point away in level 15, which unlocks my ability to make stone structures. With that said, without a renewable source of wood, which is a resource needed for scoria or stone, I'm not going to be able to build. So even if I unlock scoria structures, it's not a benefit to me until a little bit later on. But yeah, he's not here anymore. That's good. Alright, stove time. That's not an annoying spot. At all. Good God. Epoxy. There we go. So with this bad boy, I'll be able to make way tastier food. So first order of business, grab... I'm going to empty out this, I'm going to leave a little bit of charcoal on this thing so that I can, like, have sleep bonuses. But essentially, this campfire is not how I make food anymore. So I want to make crispy bacon, which, let's move my bacon and my fat in the potbelly stove. And make 18 stacks of crispy bacon. So the crispy bacon is 15 experience, 90 stamina, 90 health, and 10 critical damage. And then the regular bacon is 15 experience, 75, 75, and no crit damage. So the crispy bacon is even better than the regular bacon. That's what I'm sporting now. So I'm going to drop my cooked white meat and eat the crispy bacon. And we're going to have a lot more crispy bacon once that all cooks up. And at this point, I think I can keep all of my, like, meats that don't fit in my inventory, just, like, in the potbelly stove. That's not a particularly bad place for them, I think. Although, I shouldn't fill it. I'd fail to realize how much I've got. Okay, so I'm going back into the cooking station. Alright, the next thing I wanted to do... Oh, I just got frickin' dank lung. Is craft the contact device and the orbital exchange. So for that I need rope. And I think what I'm going to do is, rather than getting the Taylor bench right now, because I don't have a lot of wood, I'm going to make rope out of fiber. Because there is a decent amount of fibers available in the bulbous harvesting, and I do have a scythe for it, so I think that's probably a better method to go with. And I might, after getting it, I might have the wood left over for a bow, too. I'm not certain, but that's likely. So here is the contact of... Oh, is that? Yeah, contact device, and then I'll get the orbital exchange. Nope, that's the exchange. Stop. Whatever. So contact device, I just need 2 more ingots. And these things allow you to take quests, which is going to be absolutely necessary for me to make some coins so I can start farming stuff. And they have to go outside. So I'll put them here.
Great work. Now that you have access to short-range radio, you'll be able to take on simple missions. If you want to take on more complex assignments, you'll have to craft an infrasonic relay device. Oh, almost forgot. Cinetai have come up with a fancy new way of shipping your exotic hauls off-world. They're calling it the Orbital Exchange System, OES. Abandoning all your planet-side tech is a thing of the past, if you prefer. Chuck them in the pod, and it drops it all off at the station. OES schematics should be available, if you want to build one. Good luck, Prospector.
Alright, I want to take missions that I could theoretically do. Hidden cache missions are not unreasonable. Some missions are just like, I'm not going to be able to manage. So I have to pick and choose carefully. Because some of the missions are just so above my pay grade, they would get me killed in the attempt. But hidden cache missions are like not a big deal. So finding a hidden cache to the west. Now the hidden cache missions don't have the kind of payout that like other missions do with the actual quest reward. But with that said, oops. I might get something really nice from the cache itself, which could be a massive windfall boon. So, time will tell. I do have cave lung, so I have to be careful about what I engage out here. And I haven't bothered to make iron knives, so I still can't harvest the redbacks. And I didn't bother with the metal spear yet either, because I'm hoping to reserve all my wood for grow boxes once I have the means to provide for myself. I don't see an arrow. This is kind of far away. What time of day is it? It's 4 p.m. Okay, there should still be daylight to do this. Yeah, it is pretty funny that you get the contact device in, like, essentially Stone Age tech. Just, like, mashing some, like, ingots together somehow gives you a radio. But it might not make any sense, but I like it that way, because, like, not having access to the contact board until you get to, like, Tier 3 would be pretty brutal. Or, worse yet, Tier 4. The electricity. That would be really, really bad. While I'm out here, it would also be wise for me to harvest whatever wood I find. Maybe not iron, because I don't want to get weighed down by iron, but wood so that I can keep crafting stuff. building other tech. Because I wouldn't mind having the ranching station so that I can start to try to tame boars. Because having like a little private army of boars for protection would be a game changer. And then also, maybe a buffalo wouldn't be a bad idea. Although that's a little bit harder to do. One of the advantages of being in the volcanic biome, not that there are many, is very easy to find hidden caches. Because they can't hide in a forest. Same with like downed prospectors and other things. They're very easy to spot. So there is I think that's a stone jaw. Oh no, maybe that's a drac. Kind of sitting on top of that cache. Wood! Oh my god. So lucky. Cause yeah, over there, that's two stone jaws. That's disgusting. Utterly disgusting. Well, with this wood, I'll be able to kind of build whatever I want. I should still conserve it, but yeah. Oh, and level 15. Perfect. So give me movement speed, and let's pick up lantern. And then all the way down here, masonry bench with scotia. Yeah, that wood, I almost feel bad, like, that I should throw it out. In fact, should I toss the wood? Because it is pretty atypical to get that kind of reward. And it almost ruins the challenge. It doesn't ruin it by any means, but like it certainly will make a lot of stuff easier than what I had anticipated. So if you think it's too much luck, I am fine with throwing it aside. I don't mind the challenge of the struggle bus for wood. And some drift lore is unlocked. Uh-oh. Just a veil. Okay, that's not terrible. I mean, it's not great, but it could be worse. My other arrow anywhere? No? With this wood, I still probably don't want to frivolously spend it. Meaning to make sure that I invest it in, like, grow boxes. Or at least set aside, like, a half stack of it for grow boxes. Because there is a very severely finite amount of wood available in the volcanic biome. And if you don't cherish what you have and grow more, you end up at a dead end. But this wood, I'm not going to bother repairing my bow. I just realized I'll just get a longbow. And I might as well leave my torch burning, because I'm about to get a lantern, too. I missed a few. What's fighting? Redback, and I don't care. I'm not getting near there. Curiosity kills cats and me. Okay, I am not that close to, shelter. Not that close to my cave. I'm starting to get exposure. So I may need to dip into some other cave. I'm at what, J2? So there is a cave here that might be calling my name. If I could find it. Should be there-ish? Just across the way. Hey, Delara. Thank you for the resub. How terrifying is the volcano zone? It is a challenge. God, where is this stupid cave? Hang on a minute. I mean, I could just weather the storm. Oh, you know what? It's over here. I'm stupid. I was looking in the wrong spot. Because the worst of the ash veil, I have like 70 stacks of food. So I can just tank the storm, although I would prefer not to. You can see how the storm damage is pretty dangerous, especially if you run into predators. Because you are hurt, can't move, and are losing health fast. So I'll try to get to shelter, but I barely have... I've lost essentially all my mobility now. And it's almost over, the worst of it. Oh my god. There's a lot of terrain in here that you just get stuck in. There is an unstuck command that actually works remarkably well, almost too well, getting you unstuck, because you typically will teleport up higher using unstuck rather than lower. It, like, prioritizes you going up hills. I don't intend to abuse or that mechanic. We'll just let you know that it exists. And yeah, I'm just munching on bacon to ignore the storm damage. It's almost past. But I should have gone for cover sooner. And marking down, like, the known locations of all the caves, I walked past it too, again. Alright, I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm not worried about it. Storm's almost over anyway. But knowing where all the caves are, and, like, eventually putting beacons down on them, or pausing and finding exactly their XYZ coords or whatever is a pretty good goal to avoid situations like this one. But that's why I had massive stacks of meat. It's probably safer if I bunker down and don't piss off predators, because storm exposure, if you're wondering, my movement speed is 40% down, stamina is horrible, sprint speed is horrible, I'm consuming more oxygen, more water, more everything. It's basically just like death. You gotta tank it, but it's about to get better. Thank you for tuning in to Icarus, Volcanic, Prometheus, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow prospectors.